reason to smile today, and it's not because I'm looking at you.
It's always a good reason to smile, bro. You burn more calories that way. That's really why you're doing it. But
That's not
obviously, in the
true, because
meantime,
I be your size as much as I laugh. There's no way you burn calories smiling. But I like this because it makes my teeth look pearly white. And good thing they kept your mouth closed on the picture.
it's all good, bro.
But it's
Don't hate on
all,
me.
no, it's all love, bro. I
You
mean,
gotta stop crossing the line. That's what you gotta stop doing.
I got a vision problem. I can't see the line.
Man, that's all right.
Ladies and gentlemen, batten down the hatches. We'd like to introduce you to the greatest combat sports show bar none. You are now in the beatdown.
You wanna get beat down?
Let us now introduce you to your host, the Badger, and
Hey, I'm excited. I'm excited today. Did I mention I was excited?
Nah, but I think we get the hint. Now you must have just had something to eat.
Oh, man, that's cold, bro. And I fed you the other day.
You did. It was good.
Yeah, whatever. But then you gonna put me out there like that. You know what? I would pray for
You've
you.
been crossing the line, bro. These last
I
two
would
episodes.
I
you've
would
been
pray
getting
for
real
you.
out of pocket.
I would take the time to pray for you that
Oh.
you know, but it probably I need to focus my prayers on somebody who's more deserving like Donald Trump. So I'm just gonna say I got you. I got you. Now, not even you can dampen my spirits today. Let me set the mood.
My mood ain't set. I'm still a little cold.
Well, that's because you don't have a heart. That's kind of how that goes. Here we
I
go.
thought I was.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages.
Incredible.
We have a special guest today who has joined our studio. She came here on the Beatdown. You all are blessed and honored to be in the presence of the one we call Miss Sierra Brown. Welcome to the show, Miss Brown.
I'm glad to be here. We jamming.
That was my boy
I'm
Rick
ready.
inside.
it right. Sometimes you get it right. Sometimes you get it right.
Lord, see, he's just hating. That's okay. He cannot spoil my mood today. Not today. And look, we got a Team T Baby T-shirt on.
Oh, all day.
That's right.
I'm a rep.
That's right.
Nice, nice. You see, my partner's got this fighter share gear on. He told me they didn't come in my size.
Oh,
See how I get treated. This is how I get treated. But that's okay.
Hey man. Hey brother.
man.
We gonna leave that alone. We gonna leave that right where it's at.
Because he knows I don't put a comment out there with having another one behind it. But that's okay. Listen, it's all about you today. We were talking to Miss Raquel Miller, and she was singing your praises. And I said, yeah, I've been following her on social media. I don't even know where to start. We interviewed Barry Hunter a couple years ago, and he was talking about you. We were talking about somebody else entirely, and he changed the whole scope of the interview to talk about you. So I was like, okay. And I said, she's up around my way? He said, yeah, but she's from this place called Fort Myers. And I said, Fort Myers? And I said,
Hey.
I said,
Watch it.
Fort Myers? I know, like we said earlier, I know what is Fort Myers. I didn't, matter of fact,
Yeah.
it was even on the Discovery Channel. They were highlighting Fort Myers. So I'm going to show you what I saw, and you tell me if this is accurate.
Uh-oh. The alligator.
Here you go. I don't know. Here you go.
Trust
I
me.
don't know why he do this because he act like he don't live here and been living here for like umpteen
Right.
years.
Right. You
Still
live up the
claiming,
street.
yeah. I'm trying to tell you. Oh man.
Oh no.
Uh,
No, nah.
I'm sorry.
No, nah.
I'm sorry.
No. No. That's accurate.
It's accurate though.
Even the sharks have grills.
that's a Florida thing, man. The rest of the world just not catching on. We've
Babies,
been
great
doing that.
grandmas.
Trying to tell you, open faces back in the day. They
I
still
might go
running
get
that.
me a grill.
Please
Yeah, I'm
don't.
gonna have to get. I had one in high school. I'm gonna get me one I can take in and put it in and take it out.
You can get them. You can get them down there at Publix.
Oh no, I don't want the
chill
Publix
out,
brand. No, I don't want the Publix brand. No.
I gotta stay on your good side because I would like some Honey Bell oranges. Because listen,
Oh,
so we noticed you got the punching bag in the background and
I have a full gym in here.
it's an elliptical right by there, right?
Elliptical, pull up, dip bar, bench press. I have the ultimate body work. I have free weights. I have 2 heavy bags actually. The ringside one.
Okay.
I have a portable sauna back there. You see my portable sauna? In the
Wow.
corner?
Yep.
I don't
See,
play
man?
around when it comes to working out. I got
Yeah.
the ringside bag. And then you see, in this house, we have the flag hanging high because guess what? That's our flag too.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And you know what? That's a good transition because you also were a peace officer. And I said that purposefully because I remember your comment about the difference from being a police officer and a peace officer.
Yeah.
Are we okay to go into that?
I mean, yes, we can go into it. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And did you also have military service?
No military service.
Well, I mean, you were on the streets of D.C. That's got to be just as bad
That's
as
military
being anywhere.
service.
Yeah, that's.
But wait, hold on a second. Don't they call for my little Pakistan?
Yeah, yeah.
Pakistan, you know what I'm talking about? He don't know nothing about that, so you forgot about it. Just that
So
quick.
I can't even say nothing.
I haven't forgotten about it. Trust me. When we go to visit some of her relatives, I understand. No Pakistan, for real. And we're also talking to an officer of the year, correct?
Correct.
So we can truly say thank you for your service. How did that come about, and how'd you feel about that?
Well, the way I felt, I don't think I'll ever feel that feeling again, to have so much joy, because not only was I Officer of the Year, I am the first African-American female Officer of the Year in Washington, D.C.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
And probably
Okay, that's
So we
okay.
come a mighty long way. We come a mighty long way.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, Champ, I want to dive right into these kind of things because we can go to what I like to call it the regular stuff, right? When we talk about you on a service level being a great fighter. You're so much more layered than that. And I think the beauty is not just in the ring, but inside. You had a campaign with Orlay. What was that like, being a black woman, in a lot of cases a double minority, but being in a city where you were a part of the majority, working with Oliver Olay, that campaign with young black women, what was that? What was that like for you?
That was great to know that, like, that was the spinoff from the documentary that I did with Queen Latifah directed it. Did you see it? Gloves Off?
Whoa, no, back up. I can't just let you walk
man,
by
you
that
guys
like
didn't
you
see my
like
documentary?
Yeah, you got to rewind that because I didn't know
He thinks he
about that.
knows
And then
everything.
with the
He
Queen,
thinks he knows
like,
everything. Yeah.
That, you can't just say the Queen name. I'm about to back you up. Can you repeat that again now? What was this?
The Queen herself directed a film, a documentary. It's called Gloves Off, and it was produced by Nadine. These 2 females, Nadine and Ugana. You have to look them up. They've done great things. They are still doing great things.
Okay.
And the documentary is called Gloves Off, and it's just about my life as a police officer and as a black woman and as a professional boxer. And the spinoff was the Olay commercial because, you know, Queen Latifah is an Olay girl.
Yes.
Right.
Here's the funny thing. I knew her when she was just Dana, when she was a young teenager. She used to come down.
What?
Yeah, she used to come down. Her grandmother used to live next to two of my best friends on Denby Town Road.
Oh,
And she would come down in the summer and beat up everybody.
I believe that.
So when people like Queen Latifah, I'm like, that's Dana. Nobody believed me until her name actually came out. It was like, oh, he did know her. So
Yeah,
tell her
yeah.
I got one for her when I see her. If you see her again, I owe her one.
If you guys have to watch her show, it's called The Equalizer.
Yeah, I've
It
seen
just started like 2
Yeah, I
Sundays
just-
ago. That is,
Yeah.
but I want to tell her I think that character is me.
It could be.
I think that character is me.
I mean, you
Yes.
like a real life superhero. I mean, we don't
You
get
are.
to see this very often. Somebody that gets to lay their life on the line to serve others, but get this, lay their life on the line for sport. So I want to ask you this, champ. What were the similarities or what were the parallels that you were able to draw from being a peace officer and then turn into T Baby, the beast in the ring?
Well, I was T-Baby first because
Okay.
I've been boxing for 19 years,
Right?
Yeah.
Wow.
and
That's a yeah.
yeah, don't ask a woman her age. Now
I-
don't
no,
don't
no,
do
no.
that.
I'm good enough at math, and I'm not stupid.
No, yeah,
so,
don't do that.
Don't worry
Damn.
about that. Yeah.
But being a boxer, it gives you a certain amount of patience, right?
Okay.
And I took that same patience with me every day I went to work. You know, not letting little things get underneath my skin, not thinking that I'm big and bad. I have to fight people on the street to prove something. Because at the end of the day, I had nothing to prove. I was here to serve and protect.
You made a statement on LinkedIn. Well, at least that's where I saw the statement, was on LinkedIn, that it was very unfortunate that your superiors, your peers, did not understand that it was important for you to build relationships with the community, and they would rather you police the community. Did I get that accurate?
That's accurate.
Okay. How did that hit you when it first came clear that that's what they were really saying? How did that hit you?
It didn't really become crystal clear until the summer when Black Lives Matter started revving up. You know, you have the George Floyd, and there's so many others that I don't even have to name because it's a cycle that we're so used to. You know, it wasn't until then that my mind started to shift, right? Because, for instance, the same energy that we were supposed to give Black Lives Matter when they were protesting, whether it was peaceful protest or unpeaceful protest, police officers were not looked to give that same energy to these terrorists that just broke into the Capitol building. You know?
All right.
You notice I said terrorists.
Yes.
Yeah.
You said terrorists, and my partner and I were talking that Monday we had a show. No, that Thursday, because I heard Savannah Guthrie that morning on the Today Show. Everybody else was calling them protesters, and she was the first one that I heard on television call them terrorists. I was surprised she wasn't off the air when they came back from commercial, but I was
What's his name? Chris Cuomo with
Chris
CNN?
Cuomo? Yeah.
Oh, come on, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I love that guy.
Mm-hmm.
He's 100% real. Right is right, wrong is wrong. And we're supposed to protect the country against terrorists, foreign and domestic.
And domestic.
We forget about that domestic part when they're
Yeah.
certain
And see, that's the
persuasion,
part that
right?
we pause. We only
Selective.
forget about the there you go.
That's
there
what I
you
said,
go.
certain persuasion.
We forget
Yeah.
we forget about the domestic terrorism when it comes from people who lack the melanin, let's say.
Yes. We call them palm siders.
Because plenty of people call Black Lives Matter a terrorist group.
Exactly.
But what have they done that make them a terrorist group? I still have yet to see it.
And you
Piggybacking off that, Champ, being in a city a chocolate city, where we are the majority, give us a little bit of a feel of what that was like, being a peace officer in that time and watching, brothers and sisters in the street exercising their rights.
As a police officer and as a Black person in general, it's like I was very passionate because I appreciate them exercising their right because it's their right. The same way it's everyone else's right to protest, it's their right. But as a police officer, I still had a job to do. I still had to make sure there was no violence. Everything was calm and collective. But at the same time, I was proud that, my brothers and sisters were out there marching, out there taking a stand without fear because they wanted to do the right thing and let their voices be heard. Now, do I agree with riots and looting? No, I do not. I do not. Not even 1% of me will. But do I know why rioting and looting occurs? Yes. And I understand. I understand completely. Like Martin Luther King said, rioting comes from the voices of the unheard, So I understand. I do. I get it. But I'm not a violent person. But at the same time, I understand because at the end of the day, sometimes people just get tired, sick and tired of not being heard.
You made a point there when you were talking about being proud to see your people out there protesting and letting their voices be heard. I wonder, though, if that's not also how some of your former peers would have felt when they saw the group out in front of the Capitol on the 6th of January. Because...
Oh, I know. Some of them were just as proud. I know this. Some of them were just as proud.
Yeah, Chris Cuomo made the statement, sometimes in this country, we feel it's hard to arrest and detain people who look like you.
Wow.
A terrorist is a terrorist. I don't care if they're Black, white, Chinese, Hispanic.
I get what you're saying.
When you break that law.
But I'm not talking about from your perspective. He was talking about on January 6th how officers and they were taking pictures with these terrorists.
Because this is what you have to realize. A lot of those people that broke into the Capitol building were police officers. And that's not an opinion, that's fact. It's been proven. Because there have been numerous police officers who are under investigation now, who have lost their job now because they were indeed some of the felons that ran into the Capitol building.
Yep. So I know my partner's trying.
Not only police, military people. They were there.
Yeah.
And let's just dig a little deeper.
You had a couple.
You had people who were teachers and teachers who were teaching our children.
Wasn't somebody a congresswoman, or wasn't somebody in office or something like that?
Yes.
A Congress. Yeah.
You had people from Congress. You had mayors. It was crazy. It was that, and they got a tour of the Capitol. Was it a day before? So they knew exactly.
Oh wow! They did a little intel, huh?
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
From a new sitting senator. All right. I know I'm one of those that'll take the conversation away from the fight. So I'm gonna yield to my partner and get it back on fighting.
But I will say this, right? I have not shut the doors of law enforcement, and I'm going to tell you why. God moved me from Washington, D.C. for a reason. Because I did my job there. There was nothing else I could accomplish there. I had the United States of America flag flown over the Capitol building on my behalf by Congresswoman Eleanor Norton. A lot of people don't even know that.
I did not know that.
Hey,
a lot of you don't even know that.
I know we live and we can't record that, but I want you to say that. If I could bring it back, like the old mixtapes, bring it back. Like, can you say it again? Because you've been sliding a little flexing in, but you ain't really flexing. Go ahead and flex and just say it one more time. Provide explanation. What did you just say?
So a lot of people don't even know that Congresswoman Eleanor Norton had the USA flag flown over the Capitol building on my behalf, and she awarded me a certificate. 2019.
Nice. What was the certificate for? Was that the Officer of the Year?
For just she was just recognizing me and all of my accomplishments that I had done.
That's incredible. That's incredible.
I got perfect attendance one time. I mean, I know it
That's
don't
good
really
too.
count, like, yeah, I did something too.
That clap was for you, Miss Brown. That clap
Yes,
was
and that,
Yeah.
oh, I thought it was for him.
No, because you got to understand, it takes this man an hour and a half to watch 60 Minutes. So that's why he got perfect attendance, because they couldn't give him
See?
any other awards. They couldn't. They couldn't.
And he does that. So as we transition to a more lighthearted part of the conversation, how was it working at Headbangers, Champ? I got to know.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
when they go to war in that gym. Sometimes it's been a knock on them, but they some good brothers and they work hard. What was it like for you, and what kind of work were you getting in that gym?
I would say that if you go to Headbangers, you're gonna get the best work you probably will get in any other gym. I honestly think that, I mean, that's why I initially moved to DC, because as a kid, I would see the Headbangers at tournaments that we were at, and I would always see them so deep. They would be deep, and no one wanted to fight them. Because everybody they fought, they dogs. You know, it's like, that shouldn't even be allowed. They just dog kids down.
Yes.
They did. They just dog kids down.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know, I want to be on that team so bad. One day I'm going to be on that team. And out of the blue, I think it was like 2010, one of the coaches called me and wanted me to be a sparring partner for one of their girl fighters. I was like, okay, bet. And then I started going up there. I started flying up there to work out and train. And then the more I would go back and forth, I started to fall in love with the gym and the people, the coaches, you know, and I had to I made it my home. And in that gym, you know, they molded me. They made me believe in myself. They gave me the best trainer that I've ever gotten anywhere, in any gym. And what did we do? We won a world gold medal. We went to China. We got a world gold medal, number 1 in the world, you know, at 125 pounds.
Say it with your chest. I hear you. Nah, that's what's up. So,
I'm not going to let you slide
Coach
out without
Barry-
asking this question. Go ahead. Go ahead. Maybe you're about to hit it now. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say something about Barry Hunter. Go ahead.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
Okay. So Coach Hunter spoke highly of you years ago before we even met you. Tell me one thing about Coach Hunter that you feel like makes him unique beyond the sport of boxing.
because he can motivate a nun to commit a sin.
That's what I'm talking about. He's a pimp.
Wow.
Yeah, you heard me right.
Wow.
We love you, Coach Hunter.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
and that goes,
Yeah.
and that goes in and out of the ring. I'm talking about, you know how Eric Thomas is the guru when
Right.
it comes to motivation.
Yeah.
That's my dude. I listen to him every day.
Yeah.
I listen to him every day, and we've corresponded through Instagram on several occasions.
Dope.
Barry Hunter is that dude. He can motivate you, and it doesn't even have to just be boxing. It could be just a life in general. He has a gift that a lot of people don't have. It's like he'll tell you something to get you going, get you motivated, and you'll believe it. You could be the most sorriest person in the world. He's going to motivate you. You're going to feel like you're the cream of the crop. And then you're going to go out and do things that you didn't think you could do.
Nice.
I believe that, man. I believe that. I mean, the interview
Yeah.
you gave us, I mean, it was just
I
you
wanted
can
to
see it in
go
his
fight.
eyes, though, man. Yeah, you can see an old school cat through and through, and I mean that in the highest regard,
Yeah.
man. So when he talking, it's just like, you're like, all right, coach, yes, sir, yeah.
Listen.
You have that respect,
Yeah.
you know, he's that kind of guy.
He
Yep.
pushed me up to do the interview, right? So I'm interviewing him, and he had me so amped up by the end of the interview, I almost
Yeah.
punched my partner. I was ready.
See, you want to fight.
If I had heard a bell ring, I'd have hit somebody. He
It'd been on.
I just want to know, has he ever stood up in the ring, like in the corner, and just fired up a Newport? Because it just seemed like he would do that.
Actually, you have to watch him when he goes to fight. You know, most people go underneath the rope. He just take his whole leg over top of the rope.
I never
It's
noticed
like-
that. Is that so? Okay.
It's like, you know, Shaft. It's like he Shaft,
Thank
He
you.
is Shaq.
That's what I'm saying.
100%.
Yeah.
He is.
Now, when you went and you won your world championship, your gold medal, I'm a fan, so I'm asking this question from a fan's perspective, not someone in the media. How did you feel going into the final?
Going into the final, it was like a part of me was numb, I would say, because first of all, I know I hate bringing color into things, right? I really do. But sometimes it is color. Sometimes it is your race, right? And I do know that I wasn't expected to be the one to win gold. I wasn't. You know, I was always getting overlooked, even when I was winning gold in every country we went to. It still wasn't enough to get me, you know, any recognition. And so when I actually made the championship, it's like I had so much on me. I wanted to do it for my family. I wanted to do it for the country, of course, because I'm a proud American. And when you're on a USA team, whether it's boxing, basketball, anything, you're representing your country. And you better do it to the fullest, you know, and that's just how it is. So not only was I representing my family, my country, but at the same time, I was representing a Black woman who come from nothing, who people didn't even believe in. And I wanted to win so bad, it was nothing going to stop me from winning that gold medal. Nothing. The only thing could have stopped me was God taking my last breath.
Correct the mundo.
I hear that. So, Champ, nah, listen, he kind of beat me to this, but I'm going to ask anyway. On September 30th, 2016, did you wake up feeling any different than you did that night? What was that day like for you? And do you remember the feeling after it was over?
Which day is that? September 2016.
September 30th, 2016.
September 30th. Which day? What happened on that day? I have so many days.
That was your debut against Khadijah Sanders.
Oh, that was in DC, in Washington.
Mm-hmm.
It was so quick. I was like, that's it. I didn't really get to enjoy, you know.
Oh man, that's what I guess.
As well as the next like 3 of them too.
Yeah. Okay. Bro, she been flexing all. I don't know if you let y'all know she flexing.
That's I'm telling you.
It's 239. Hey, it's 239 now. Shout out.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Say that,
but
that 202 is coming through as well.
Yeah, a little bit.
Stop trying to claim
I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot now from the 202.
Now, what area did you live in up there?
I lived in it was like on the line of the 7th district, like Martin Luther King Avenue.
Yeah, I lived right off of Martin Luther King and Malcolm X.
So I lived off of like Martin Luther King and what's that house? You know, with the Safeway, not the Safeway. You know the Giant.
Yes.
Eastover.
Yes.
I lived at Eastover, basically.
All right, so you live right down the street from me when I was up there. Okay. I was up around Alabama Avenue and yeah.
Okay, 7D.
Yes. But listen, hey, you know they've gentrified that area. I know that's not part of this interview. But
I know. I saw it while it was happening.
I went back to visit, and my whole the block I lived on, all the apartment buildings in that cul-de-sac were gone.
Gone.
I mean, it was some treacherous stuff going on there, but the fact that it's gone.
Yeah, the fact that it's gone, that's people's memory. That's legacies.
Yeah.
That's a lot, you know, and that's sad.
Generations lived in that area. And this
Berry
happened
Farms. They tore that down.
My partner doesn't believe me how bad Berry Farms was. But I know a guy who was in a wheelchair and his friend pushed him in the wheelchair as he did a roll by and sprayed people with a torch. This is for, and you couldn't.
Hey, Champ so dope. Listen, Champ so dope. She laughed. I was like, wait a minute. I ain't like when you funny. I was like,
It was
I ain't
a,
mean to laugh.
it was the
'Cause
first
I don't know what
robot
type of
I'd
people
ever
gonna be
heard
watching
of.
this.
Listen, they like us. I've lived in some horrible places, but Berry Farms and Cherry Hill in Baltimore are probably the worst.
Listen. Berry Farms every year would have a boxing fight, right? Have a boxing tournament at the basketball court.
okay.
I would say the kids, I would say we was high before the fight started.
Yeah,
On second hand,
yeah,
Dang,
I'm
like
sorry.
that, huh?
yeah. The Wire ain't got nothing on Berry Farms. I'm telling you.
oh no, the Wire. Mm-mm.
You see, the buses never went into Berry Farms. You had to walk down the
No,
hill.
you got to get out.
and
You
down
got to
the
get out
street.
up here. Yeah, if you late, you just
Wow.
screw. Bus driving out waiting on you. Sorry.
Oh.
That's
No,
crazy.
you better meet me at the next stop.
We were.
So, Champ, another question I got for you real quick before we get totally off boxing.
I was going back to boxing for real.
Right now, it's two people right ahead of you, Champ. Two people right ahead of you. I think you know who they are. Women's boxing is hot, Champ. It's picking up. When are we gonna see you throw your name in the hat with some of them big names up there, Champ? No, Raquel, I told us you was a cold killer, so
Yeah,
what's
stone
up?
cold.
When we gonna
Yeah.
see it?
You know, right now I'm actually working on some things that I'm not allowed to talk about right now.
Okay, all right.
But I will ask you guys: have you ever heard of bare knuckle fighting?
Stop it. Stop.
Absolutely.
I'm just
Stop.
asking. I'm just asking a question. I'm just asking a question.
Yes.
Listen, we gonna talk a little bit more off air because I have indeed.
We talk about it on this show.
Hey
Because
now,
this is a real combat sports
Yes.
platform, Champ. We talk about everything from wrestling to boxing. Man, we do it all, and it is such an honor and pleasure for us to have you on here. So, I mean, this is actually made my day. My day don't get made often. It only gets made once every 24 hours. So, there you
You
go.
remember how they were talking about? You said how you felt at the boxing match at Berry Farms.
yeah.
That's how he feel all day. That's
Yeah.
Mm.
all day. It's just-
Oh, what you sipping on in that cup?
I got cataracts, Champ. I got cataracts. I got
Oh, the
big
cataract.
problems.
No, I understand. It's the cataract.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, but he doesn't wake up with cataracts. He gets them as the day goes
Yeah,
on.
nah, but he have it. Yeah, I heard of that before. Yeah.
Yeah. My
Yeah, I
mom's
got-
got
I got
cataracts
you.
too.
I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, the cataract. You know about that. You know about that cataract.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I thought it was a vehicle
Yeah.
at one point, but no, it's a.
So,
Nah,
Champ,
not the Cadillac.
I
How
got a
does it,
boxing question for real. I do have a boxing question.
Okay, go ahead.
I know
All right,
I
get
know
your
I
boxing
take it off, but okay. So, and talking to we've talked to several female boxers on here, and they were talking about just how hard it is to get a fight. And oh boy, I'm not trying to step on any toes or cause any tension.
Hey, whatever. Wait, say what's on your chest.
We hear about Clarissa Shields and then everybody else. She is like the one African American fighter that you see and you hear about. The other ones are usually from Europe, somewhere in
Yep.
Europe. How do you break that glass so your talents can be on display like hers?
Well, you guys noticed that she's actually starting to do the MMA, right?
Uh-huh.
So you have to think of it like this. If you have, and we're going to put color to the side right now, you have a female boxer who is a two-time Olympic gold medalist. Two-time. There is no man in history who's ever done that. Yet you have a two-time Olympic gold medalist who has to go do another sport. Do you think she really wants to do another sport? Do you think if boxing was doing what boxing should be doing, like it treats the men, that she would have to go to another sport? She wouldn't.
Absolutely
This girl has
not.
2 Olympic gold medals.
She would have came out of the Olympics getting paid.
You're gonna learn today.
There are men who got bronze medals at the Olympics.
Hey,
who came out
Deontay.
getting banked. She has gold, two
Yeah,
of
twice.
them, twice.
Yeah, that's more than one.
So when it comes to boxing, in other countries, boxing is flourishing, but in America, it's really not, because you still have promoters, managers, and fans who don't believe women should box, and that is their right. That is their right. You know, everybody has the right to their own opinion, but you see why other sports, UFC, MMA, Bellator, why their women prosper. Their fan base is humongous.
Mm-hmm.
They get paid well. Their men, you know, their men counterpart
Support them.
teammates support them.
Yeah.
You know, but do you see the same for boxing? No.
It's funny because
No.
when we ask people when they come on here, my partner will usually ask, hey, who's your pound for pound top 5 or top 10? And I know some of them get annoyed when I'll ask the question, well,
Why didn't you put a female name in there?
exactly. And it's just, they just don't think about it. That's the bad thing.
They don't think about it. They don't
It's
think about it.
ingrained. It's like a behavioral thing. We don't even think about putting a female's name. And you got so many females that you could put in there. Like Kareem Mayfield. I mentioned Clarissa Shields. And he said, yeah, he said, but before I put her in there, I put Raquel Miller in there. And it got us to start thinking, it's like, So, and then when we talk to her.
And that's true.
Yeah.
And that's true. Like, to the point you just made, Champ, I had to think about why you were. That's true, because whenever we talk about power.
Yep.
So.
And they dog. And they're respected.
Yeah.
You know.
Rose Namajunas.
But when it comes to boxing, you're not gonna. I love Nunez.
Jay Lee Wayne.
You never, and it's sad. And what's more sad is, I'm not even gonna say his name. There's a professional boxer, right? I'm not even gonna say his name, but I grew up with him. I grew up watching him fight in the amateurs. He used to come to my gym at the Headbangers and train during training camps. We would be neck and neck, working out hard, sweating. Every time he fight pro, I watch it. I spend money to watch him, to support him. But last month, I saw him do an interview, and he was asked about women's boxing. And he said he don't watch women boxing. He only watch one person fight, and that's Clarissa Shields. Now, that hurt, because I've supported you for a decade. And not just me, many other females have supported you. And you say that on a podcast? If you really felt that way, you should have kept it to yourself.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Ouch.
It hurt. It was a hurtful thing to hear him say that. Because it's like, wow, but you know a lot of us. You're friends with a lot of us. So why would you even say that on a podcast that you know we gonna watch?
Yeah.
If you could sign a contract with any one fighter, who would it be and where would you fight?
Any one fighter?
So your dream fight, basically.
My dream fight? Oh, of course my dream fight would be against my good friend Katie Taylor from Ireland. She's the number one. Katie Taylor is the name. She is the number one worldwide when it comes to boxing. I'm good friends with Katie. I respect her. I'm a Christian woman. She's a Christian woman. We have the same core values. You know, everything she's accomplished is a blessing from the Lord. And so we have a connection. And she is one of the best female boxers. She is one of the best female boxers. And so I would love to have that time to fight her.
Okay.
Oh.
Much respect.
And you said you liked Amanda Nunes, right? Because my partner here had a chance to get in there and do an exhibition.
No.
But he won't do it.
Oh, no. Nah, man.
But he trains in MMA. He trains in MMA.
No, I don't care.
Listen.
She trained contract killer.
I done told this man on multiple occasions.
Mm-mm.
I don't want no parts of that woman. I don't know why he keep trying to put me in there. And this is the funny part. You say he care about
We're trying. I do care about you. But we're trying. Listen, we got two things going. We got two things going. Love hurts. We got two things going. We're trying to raise money so we can take this show to the next level. So if we do
you the sacrifice.
Yes, we all make sacrifices in our lives.
We
Be
do,
one,
we
bro.
but listen, my favorite MMA fighter is Rose.
Yes, Thug
Rose,
Rose.
Rose is dope. She's dope.
Thug
She's
Rose? She a
dope.
thug.
She's dope.
Yeah.
You wouldn't
Yeah.
pay me to get in the ring with her, no.
Yeah,
But
Rose
her
is
eye
dope.
didn't
You're
look
not
too
about
well
to
in that
back
last one.
slam me, kick me in my chin, arm bar, choke out, pass out, faint, come back from the dead. I don't have time for those games. I just want to head up, fade, ball up these fists with these black
Head up,
rusty
fade, that's what
knuckles
I'm
and
talking
fight.
about.
That's it. That's what we do
But
in Fort Myers. We grew
but-
up head up fading.
But he said
That's
he want.
that's true.
Well, that's true. And most of the pool halls, I've been there. I've seen that.
Real Florida style. Give me a head up.
Listen,
What's up?
but he said he would fight Mike Tyson if Mike put on a gi.
Oh
It
yeah.
might put on a what?
A gi
A
and
gi.
fought him in BJJ.
Man, Mike get on that mat with me. Remember, fold Mike up like a
Mike
toe.
will bite you in your chest. That's what I'm trying to tell him.
You gonna be bit up, bite marks everywhere, and they gonna think you got attacked by piranhas.
But you don't want him in the New Year's. You want Mike Tyson. I told you.
Yeah.
Nah,
He's on that
nah,
cabbage
nah.
too hard. He's on that cabbage.
Nah, but
way too
I
hard.
think I'd take Mike over Nunez though.
Oh,
I'm
Lord.
trying to tell you, champ. I know what's up. Don't listen to him. He trying to sell me short. That's why the auction ain't gonna work, bro. Because you
See,
really
champ,
Nunez?
he brought it up.
Bro.
He brought it
I'm
up.
just saying, Nunez, have you ever? Do y'all follow her on Instagram?
Yeah.
Listen, I met her. I took a picture with her. I shook her hand. When I say she
Is
sunned
your
me,
hand hurt?
she put her hand on my shoulder. Was like, "Nice to meet you." And I was like, "Oh,
Oh my goodness.
okay."
Listen, he's got
That's
two.
why I
I
still
would
got
just
the
say,
tape on.
yes,
Champ. You see
ma'am.
that? That's why I got the tape on right there. That's Nunez did that. That was like 8
You
months
should have
ago.
said
Still
yes,
still
ma'am. Yeah.
But we gave him
Yes,
two
ma'am.
options, champ. We gave him two options. Get in with Amanda New Year's. It will raise a lot of funds for the show. Or we're going to auction him off as a bachelor. We're going to auction him off.
Well, how long do we have to stay in the ring with Nunez? That's the question.
He didn't even ask.
Hey, if I just got, you know what, Chuck? You know what? I might have you negotiate that for me. Let's hold on. Let's hold on.
I can negotiate. I'm a negotiator.
Okay.
Okay, I need
I'ma
that.
work his corner.
Need your services.
Yeah.
That's cool. I'll be the referee. That way, you don't even have to pay the official.
Mm.
So, Chuck, real quick, we don't want to keep you too long, but before we get out here, I got a question for you. Since you're a Florida girl, tell me right now, who is on your Mount Rushmore of Florida fighters? It could be anyone current or back in the day. Who you got?
Current or back in the day. I'm gonna have to go back in the day, Roy Jones Jr. all day. I watch him on YouTube all the time. You know. Yeah. My good friend Brian Perella, he's from here. He trains
The good
there.
fella.
He's been on here.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
A few times. Yeah, we run with Bryant, man.
Yeah.
And Mike. Coach Mike. Yeah.
We had him on here
Yep.
after he got robbed in the Marcus Brown fight.
But Florida, listen, let me tell you something. Now let's talk about up and coming Florida fighters. Xander, from where is he from? Tampa or Miami?
Oh, the top ranked kid, Xander Zayas. Yeah, I
From
think he's from
Sweatbox
the
Gym. Major shout out to Sweatbox Gym.
Okay.
He's on to something. He really is. I go to Sweatbox Gym and train sometime. That kid, he's going to be a superstar. He can fight. He trains. He's not worried about what's going on outside of the gym. He wants to work out like me. I want to work out. That's it. If it's anything else, I don't care for it. I'm not like. See, the thing that kills me about boxers, right? They always getting into something else outside of the ring. Y'all don't hate that?
Adrian Broner. Yes, we do.
I'm not even gonna say no name.
Well, I had to. 'Cause
But
that's-
listen, Champ.
That's his
listen,
crush
but we-
right there.
Oh yeah, hold on. But listen, Champ, we treading carefully now because Roy got in the rap and it made some great songs. It was still winning up until
No,
But then
but
think
I'm not
about
talking about good stuff. I'm talking about bad
Oh,
stuff.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, bad stuff. Gotcha. Okay, Champ. Okay.
But then Roy didn't get into
Bad,
really a
bad.
lot of other stuff until he was Roy Jones Jr.
Junior.
I mean, he had made it, and then he started getting into other stuff. Roy was focused on boxing coming out. If you
Boxing.
think back, that was Roy's own focus. Now,
Oh
he-
yeah, absolutely. I was just throwing it out there for somebody that did something different. But yeah, so you got Roy on your Mount Rushmore, Champ. You got 3 more spots. Who else?
Let's see. Florida only?
Florida only.
he's a homer. Yeah, Florida only.
Yeah, y'all heard this fighter? Her name Tierra Brown.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
thought she was the first
yeah.
one on that, but okay. After Roy, I
But
get
see,
it. I get it.
one thing about me, I never even try to include myself in stuff.
Okay. All right.
Even when
So,
people ask me
okay,
who are
so-
your favorite top female fighters, I never include myself. Though I love watching how I've grown. You know, I love going to watch my old fights and see what I did wrong, how I could improve on, and I just like my style. I love my style because one thing, like when people say, "Oh, you fight like a boy," that's a compliment. That's not a attack. Because a lot of people don't like watching females box because they're like, "Oh, girls fight like girls." Well, I fight like a boxer.
You were at Headbangers, of course.
Right. There you go. There you go. And that's just, it is what it is.
So we got Roy
It is
Jones.
what it is. We have
I know
Roy
you got-
Jones,
I know you gotta
myself,
put Winky on your list.
right?
You gotta put Winky on there.
Yeah. I like Winky Wright. Dang, that's
So
been a long time we hear about a Winky Wright.
Yeah, listen.
You
the
talking
last
about
spot,
blast
though.
from the past?
He still looked the same though.
The last
Oh, yeah.
spot. You got a lot of guys you can put on there. Nate Campbell, Antonio Tarver, Keith Thurman, Erickson Lubin, Glenn Johnson.
Antonio Tarver.
Okay.
I like
okay.
Antonio Tarver back when he was fighting.
Yeah.
Everybody
I
remembers.
like Keith Thurman too.
Yeah.
I grew up with Keith. He's a really good fighter. He's a really good dude. Outside it. But when it comes to we talking about some old school legends or some greats, I like Antonio Tarver to have that spot. His son, Antonio Tarver Jr., he's boxing.
We're familiar with him.
Oh yeah. We talk with Junior all the time, man. That's our boy.
Yeah.
I just want to hear you say, "What's your excuse now, Roy?"
Don't do that, bro. That's so painful. For somebody.
Did you see the Roy Jones Mike Tyson fight? I just want to know. Did
You
see
know I
it?
saw that.
Okay. Did you see the post-fight interview?
Did I see the
Post-fight.
when they was
when they were standing
dapping
on the
up?
ramp. Yeah. And Roy was holding
Oh,
his guts.
Yeah. And then somebody said something like they can bring it back for a part 2 or something.
And his eyes got big. Like, what?
Yeah. But did you see how Mike was content?
Yeah.
But you saw that in his eyes.
Oh
like,
yeah. You can still see it in there.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
Roy
you can
tried
see
to
it like
tell
he's
y'all.
ready.
Roy tried to tell y'all Mike doesn't understand what an exhibition is.
Yeah,
he
Roy
told
did
y'all
say
that
that.
before
Nah,
the
he
fight.
Hey, he said it's a fight. What's an expedition?
Right.
Yeah.
He said, I got a few expeditions at the house in the parking lot.
Yeah.
But we fighting.
And after the fight, Mike said, "Why were y'all worried about Roy getting hurt? Nobody cared about me getting hurt."
Like, we knew you weren't about to get hurt. We thought you was gonna
Right.
bite him.
Did you see how he was fighting? You weren't worried about you. Was hoping that Roy didn't get killed.
Roy was run. Roy
I
got
was
on
praying
that
like,
bicycle.
Lord, please don't let Roy, please don't let him get him with one of them good, knock you out, sleep, night, count Z's, cartoon character,
Yeah.
birds flown over the head type punches.
And I know
Yeah, we don't need that.
if we ever get blessed to get Roy on here for an interview, I'm in trouble. Because I was telling all kinds of jokes about Roy.
Yeah, you
before the
was.
fight.
I was tight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was tight. I didn't appreciate the Florida slander at all.
We even had people commenting, talking
Yeah, you
about,
gotta
leave Roy
calm
alone.
down.
Huh?
Yeah, you can't be talking about the Florida people like that.
I'm trying to tell you,
Because
Tim. Tighten
even if
up.
we don't know each other, the fact that when we learn you from Florida, we gonna ride for you now.
That's it.
I learned that the
That's
hard
it.
way when I came down here from Baltimore as a young kid. I learned that the hard way. People don't even like
It's
each
some
other.
rapper from here. It's some rapper from like somewhere Miami or something. And his music, I used to say, what is this? What is he saying? I used to just dog him. And then my nephew was like, Auntie, he from Florida. I said, oh, this is a good tune here.
See?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, I like
That's how it
it.
works.
I just
That's
didn't
how it works.
I just
That's
didn't
how it works.
understand at first, but I could understand him now.
Champ,
Yeah.
before we let you go, we have a game that we usually play called 5 Rounds, 1 Punch. Would you play it
Dang.
with us?
I don't know.
Well,
5 rounds, 1 punch.
if you decide to play it, I'm gonna ask you 5 questions, and you can't think about the answer. Whatever comes to the domes gotta flow out.
That ain't right.
It's not, but it's fun. It's fun.
Oh man. All right, well, go ahead at it then.
All right.
But do I get to call? You know, when you get to skip or use a lifeline?
Oh no.
We took all them things out of here. Yeah, no, we want no. Yeah, it's
But I think
easy.
when you start the game, I think the fighter gonna come out of you, champ. So I think you're gonna be all right. I think you got this.
We're gonna
All
set
right, come on, let's go.
we're
I'm
gonna set
hyped
the
up, ready
mood.
now. I'm ready.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Round 1. Sanibel or Fort Myers Beach?
Fort Myers Beach.
Shaking my head on that one. Muhammad Ali, Sugar Ray Leonard, or Floyd Mayweather?
Ali.
Faith or religion?
Faith.
Captain Crunch, Frosted Flakes, or Fruit Loops?
Fruit Loops.
There it is. There it
Wow.
is.
Yeah, Fruit Loops. I don't want to get my gums chopped up and stuff like that with the Captain Crunch.
Yeah, Fruit Loop. Mm-hmm.
Sunny Delight,
Fruit Loops.
Sunny Delight, or Red Kool-Aid?
Red Kool-Aid.
Red Kool-Aid.
Red Kool-Aid. I was hoping you was gonna say Tang in a glass.
Ooh. Tang. Ooh. Interesting.
That would
Might have to use that one, bro.
Yeah, I'm
Might have to use that.
writing that
Yeah.
down now.
But next time you gotta say purple Kool-Aid, because you know every black person like the purple Kool-Aid more than any flavor.
But they'll call it grape. But they call it
Yeah.
cherry
No, it's purple.
red. Okay.
No, it's purple Kool-Aid. It ain't great. It's
Yeah,
purple.
it's purple. Yeah, it's the color.
My bad.
It's the color.
Yeah, it's the color.
Okay.
Because I know they ain't use no fruit making this Kool-Aid.
Ever.
No, not at all. Just a
Yeah.
bunch of sugar.
So they
That-
can't
that-
even say grape. Ain't no
That
grapes in
goes-
there.
That goes into my next question.
Yeah.
Knee high, crush, or check?
Lehigh.
Ooh, Lehigh. Ooh,
Wow.
Lehigh. Yeah, that thing be winning.
All
I
right.
thought he was gonna slide Fago in there, but he said Lehigh, so he gets a pass.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
have put Fago in there, bro. I'm sorry. Last question. Would you rather be remembered for what you've done or for what you said?
I would rather be remembered for what I've done.
Can I ask you a bonus question?
Go ahead.
All right. Is it better to be feared, loved, or respected?
I would say it's better to be loved.
I appreciate you. I'm not even gonna go any further.
Cause look, if I love you, I'm gonna respect you off rip.
That's true.
But don't you have to have respect to get to the love, champ?
No,
No.
No?
You don't have to have
Okay.
respect to get to the love.
no. That's
Because guess what? Because this how I know. I can guarantee all three of us love the Lord before we respect his word.
And before we respect ourselves. I can respect you for what you do, but I could love you for you and still not respect you for what you do.
Mm-hmm. And if I fear you, I don't even want to be near you. I'm sorry.
Right.
Get from around me now.
That's funny. I was talking to my brother about that. He said, "Who do you fear?" I said, "Besides God, nobody. The last person I feared
Nobody.
walking was my dad. So when I lost
Yeah.
fear for him, I was good. Now I respect. There's always somebody better out there than you. So yeah, he's got.
Oh, always. Oh, I get these notifications on my phone. You guys know Polly Malianji. I always mess up his
Paulie,
name.
Yeah, Paulie, yeah.
I think he just went live on YouTube for the bare knuckle. Because you know he did and he got dropped.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember Paulie. Yeah, Paulie got in there, man. They paid Paulie handsomely for that, man. So he might be back. You never know. He was at the last fight here in the city that they had during the Super Bowl weekend.
Oh, the Super Bowl, last month they had the fight, the
Yeah.
Knuckle Mania.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So-
Did you guys watch it? It was awesome. I watched it. It was awesome.
I think he was there.
I think he was there.
I mean, my partner. I think he
But
was
I
there.
know.
I
You
was
was
there.
there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then and you ain't even asked me
He
if
ain't
I
even
wanted to go.
asked.
Wow.
Listen. I'm the plug for you now, though, champ. Now that I know, you
Yeah.
gotta lock in, man.
He's the bare knuckle man of Florida right now.
Listen, I'm trying to tell y'all, keep your eyes open. I'm gonna have some news coming next week for you.
Well, why don't you come back and
bet.
tell us?
Yeah, how about that? How about you come back and tell us? Maybe they
Oh,
gotta
I'll
be the
come
day
back.
after, but whenever you get a minute.
Yeah.
I'll come back.
And,
I'll come back.
And when I come down there, I'll apologize for putting the picture of that shark up there that he sent me from Fort Myers.
Yeah, that's
she know I ain't seen
dog.
that 'cause I'm from Florida. She know I ain't seen that. Stop. See?
Actually,
But you
That's
know
some
what?
habitual stuff I'm talking
Actually,
about.
somebody from Fort Myers sent me that, and I thought,
I can't even lie. I like the picture.
see, it
Me
looked
too,
like
champ.
I
like
do.
it.
it looked like a couple of my in-laws. I ain't gonna
I felt
lie.
good
Hey,
about
look,
it,
it
actually.
look like a few of my cousins. Yeah,
See?
I feel a little
good.
good about it actually.
It looked
I
like
did,
my partner
yeah, that's
without
how
his
we
hat
roll
on.
down here.
Yeah.
You heard what he said? Did you hear what he just said about you?
No, what he said.
Because you know what black people do is they try to talk about you while you're laughing because they know you can't hear what they're saying because you're laughing. He did that to you just now.
Really, champ?
Oh, he did.
Really?
Yeah.
Listen, champ. I appreciate it. I'm getting immunity
Yeah.
because this happens all the time. He's a habitual line stepper and a hater, and I know this. But I love my brother regardless because he can because he's from Baltimore. That's kind of how they roll up there. It's all right. It's all
Whoa!
good. Down here now,
Whoa!
sunshine. Just relax. You good. You good.
I said when you take
So
your
you
hat
from Baltimore?
yeah.
Ain't claiming
Okay,
DC.
but he
See
talking
that?
about Fort Myers. He talking about Fort Myers. though.
Okay.
Hey,
Right.
hey.
Talking about,
I didn't talk bad about Fort Myers. I just told the truth.
Mhm.
I'll tell the truth about Baltimore. I told you. It's rough and ratchet up there. It is.
Who are your favorite boxer from Baltimore?
Wow. Why you want to put me on the spot?
Yeah.
I like Nassim Rockman.
Okay. What you think about Tank?
But
I was waiting for my partner to say something because he's always talking about I love Tank. I think Tank's gonna clean out the division at 135. I don't think too many people at 130 are gonna want to fight him.
Nah, he don't even need to fight that small no more for real.
What you think about Mr. Gary Russell Jr. that my partner can't stand?
Oh, I love all of them. What? It's about 20 of them. I love all 20 of them.
All Gary Russells. Oh.
listen.
All of them Russells.
See?
Cause you can never
See?
forget their name. You can't. You know how you forget people's name real quick. You would never. You're like,
Oh.
hey Gary Russell.
Yeah, that's
Hey
it.
Gary Russell
That's
Jr.
it.
Jr. Hey Gary the third.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how it works.
He's always
We
talking
interviewed
They
about
Gary
work
a couple
hard. Let me
times
tell
on
you,
the platform, man.
that family, they work hard. They
Did
work
you-
hard. I've been to their gym.
Did you see have you been were you did you ever get to see like the Foxes, Michael Fox and I can't
I
remember.
used to train with them too. Yep.
We've had them on.
Twin Towers.
Yes.
Mhm.
And we met them down
Come
here in
on, boy.
Florida at a fight.
We fought on the same card. I think 2 times. Me and Tez.
Really?
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some good people, man. Yeah, we've been around doing this for a while. So we waiting for our break, and I think we're gonna get it with you.
Yeah.
So
It's
all good.
Well,
When
yeah,
they-
I'm gonna post it on all my social media. I'm gonna have people repost it, reshare it.
Listen,
Oh,
when
look
they
at
hear
that.
when they hear that Tara Brown was on this show, that's it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm waiting for to turn down NBC and Fox. We're gonna probably go with Showtime so he can be himself.
Yeah, we put
Yeah,
on for Florida,
we
so it
definitely
don't
saw
matter.
that.
They hate us. Listen, we ain't gonna hold you up very long, champ. We appreciate you typing in with us, man.
Don't
We
he
gonna
sound
get-
like
we
a
gonna
preacher?
get at you now.
He said that 4
We gonna
times
get
on the
at
show.
you. We gonna get at you when you get ready to drop the news. My partner's still hating. That ain't gonna never change.
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
Let us know
Show-
where everybody in Fighters Nation continue to follow you, champ, on all your social platforms.
What are your social platforms, champ?
Oh dang.
No, can you still hear us?
Y'all sound.
Oh, yeah.
Gosh, I can't hear.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yes.
Oh.
Where can we follow you on social media?
Yeah, give all your socials out.
So yeah, let me just throw this out here because my Twitter is so dry because I don't really know how to work Twitter. But my Twitter is Tierra Brown Box. Tierra Brown Box. Now my Instagram, please follow
where
me,
it's
show me
popping.
love. You follow me, I follow you back. I give people shout outs and all that because you have to share the wealth. My Instagram is tbabyanointed. That's tbabyanointed.
Did I spell
And then my
anointed
Facebook
wrong? I did.
is no, you spelled it right.
Okay. Whew.
Yeah, that's on my Instagram at the bottom.
Yeah.
And my Facebook is just Tierra Brown. I have a regular page, and I also started an athlete page. That's dry because I don't be on it, but show me love there too. Yeah, show me love. Instagram, I'm trying to get my blue check. Instagram just do me like a stepchild. Don't want to give me no blue check. I be seeing people, and they ain't want nothing with blue checks. I be like, how y'all got the blue check?
Champ.
I'm a whole world gold medalist, professional, 10-0 undefeated, and I can't even get no check.
Exactly.
No Queen Latifah. Let's not forget about that. Had a flag from over the Capitol.
And I still didn't get a check. Even after that, I still didn't get no check.
Oh. Champ.
Been through every gym up there in Maryland and DC. You know, did all kind of great stuff. Now you're back and forth, man. Y'all give it to us.
Les,
Give me the blue check. I just want a blue check. Instagram.
Listen,
That's
Champ,
it.
I told 2 stories on the show this morning. I'm going to tell you one of them, but I'm going to let my partner pick which one I'm going to tell you.
No. How about we not telling either one of them?
I'm telling one. Now, if I got to pick the one, I'll pick it. But I would rather you pick.
Whichever one you can get off the fastest, the first one.
He said whichever one you can get off.
What was the first one again?
The one about the 3 people with St. Peter. Come on, man.
That was the second one. Okay.
Okay, well, you tell that one.
So this is hard.
Oh, Peter?
Yeah, this
Peter
is
the
hard.
disciple?
No, the one that was the one he's standing at the gate. He there were 3 nuns that passed in their sleep. And they were standing at the gates of glory, and St. Peter came out and said, all y'all getting in. Don't worry. All 3 of y'all are getting in. We need you to stand in the line with the other nuns, and we're going to ask y'all a question when you come up, and you answer the question, and you go in. So they were like, cool, bet, got it. So they go get in line, and the first nun, when it's her turn, St. Peter says, I need to ask you, my sister, have you ever touched a male genital part? And she said, oh, St. Peter, I did once with the tip of my finger. He said, well, please dip your finger in this holy water so you can be blessed and you can walk in. So she dipped the tip of her finger in the holy water, and it dried right up, and she walked right in. So he went through the line some more, and then the second one came up, and he says, my sister, have you ever touched a male genital part? And she says, oh, St. Peter, I did. I'm so sorry. My hand grazed it once a long time ago. He said, well, please dip your hand in this holy water. She did, and it dried right up. He said, well, you can go right in.
I ain't ready for the last one.
So here's
Don't you give me the image of no nun.
He hears this commotion, and all of a sudden the third nun comes running up, cutting in the front of the line. He's like, sister, what are you doing? She said, because I darn sure got the gargle before Sister Mary has to wash her behind.
No.
Bro.
No, nah. Them nuns ain't. Listen, them nuns ain't did that. Them nuns ain't did that. Now, don't do that. Them nuns ain't did that.
I told him I should have told the first joke. I told him.
Them nuns ain't did that. Now, don't. Them nuns ain't did that. And who did they do it with? That's my question.
I don't know.
Yeah.
R. Kelly.
He has more than a vision problem, champ, as you can clearly see.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know who they did it with.
When I said that at the beginning of the show, I was serious. I do have a vision problem. I wasn't making fun of people with handicaps. Actually, I do.
And look, and it ain't stopped nothing. He got babies. He got a young baby.
I got
Blind
one child.
Don't mean none of this.
One
Blind don't mean
child.
nothing to him. He can find whatever he can find.
I can read Braille. I got one child.
Dang, he could read Braille.
That's right. I can find my way around. Anyways, he brought it up. When I got these contacts for a while, and they were my eyes are very sensitive, so I'm sitting in the doctor's office, and it took about an hour to get these contact lenses in my eye. And I noticed when I looked out the window, like I can see the trees were greener than they'd ever been, the flowers. I mean, I'm seeing these colors that I've never really seen the vibrance of before. And then I went back in the doctor's office, and I'm sitting there. He saw me start to tear up. And he said, "This is true. This is for real." So I mean, don't judge me. But he saw me tearing up, and he's like, are you that happy? Are you that ecstatic? And I'm like, I didn't have these contact lenses when I met my wife.
Oh Lord.
So
No.
I don't know if that was a pimple or an eye in the middle of her forehead. So
No.
they sent me home in a cab, and I asked the cab driver to please keep the car running and just wait there for a couple minutes. Because if I walk in and I'm looking at a Cyclops, I'll be right back.
I hope your wife don't watch our show.
The first time I told that story, I was doing comedy at a church, and I forgot she was there. Yeah.
Oh no, nah. You about to get a whole divorce.
Well, she stayed with me.
And then you gonna read that divorce paperwork real clear, crystal clear. You gonna read it crystal clear.
Well, I ain't got nothing. All she gonna get from me is some student loans. That's probably why she's hanging on, waiting. Hopefully we get famous and get some money, and then she'll leave.
Yeah. Oh, y'all gonna get famous now.
We're not gonna talk about
Yeah.
you like giving you, but
No,
stay with you because when I heard you wouldn't be who you are. Any last words, something that you wanted to promise before we let you out of here?
I do want to come back on the show and talk. Well, you know, we have a lot of things to talk about, as well as law enforcement.
Whoa.
I would like to, because I will have some news to share that I'm not sharing yet about that, not just boxing, but about that as well. You guys know I left the department 3 months ago, Washington D.C. I'm sure you guys know why. You saw the ABC7 and the Instagram posts and whatnot. But I want to say that just because I left there doesn't mean I've shut the door and as being a law enforcement officer. Because at the end of the day, this is what you have to think about, right? Think about all of our ancestors who fought back in the day to be police, to be treated equal, who fought to be police because they wanted to be equal, because they wanted to be law enforcement officers just like everybody else. You know, think about them.
Yes, ma'am.
And think about all the good that we can do.
Yes, ma'am.
In our community, when you have officers who truly care because they're from the same place.
And that, let me shut up. Okay.
Well, there you have it, champ. But listen, we will definitely have you back on as soon as possible. And it sounds like you may end up being the future sheriff for Lee County. If you run, you got my vote. I'm sure you got my partner's vote. It's been a pleasure chatting with you, champ. We will get back in touch with you soon.
I'm going to vote twice and write in.
You know how black folk do. You got to vote 2 times, tell your cousin, and vote for your child who ain't probably about 5 years old. Vote for them in their name, too.
And if I need to, even though I can't get a driver's license because of my vision, I drive some people to the polls if I need to.
Nah, but don't drive nobody. Don't whoa now. Just take the Uber. There's the Uber driver. Let
I
them go
can't pay
and do
for
his
them to
business.
get the Uber now. I can like pile them in a car and I'll drive at night and we just wait so nobody can see.
Oh man. Well, I don't want to co-sign on that, just in case you do it.
Yeah. Don't do that, champ.
To drive this car? No.
The new sheriff told me.
No liability. No liability.
Listen, I'm going to ask now, and I know people might say this might be too forward, but when you do become chief, at your ceremony, can I do your prayer?
Oh, you want to do that?
Yeah.
I don't know. Don't tell the people about the nuns.
Wow. See, well, maybe I shouldn't even tell her that.
You can't tell them people about them nuns, man.
That's right.
Yeah.
I gotta change up the jokes I tell on this show.
Don't tell them about them nuns, man. Because we have to have hope that some people do right, see? Yeah. That's all. We got to have hope that some people do right now.
I'm looking at my partner. I'm hoping.
Yeah.
I'm hoping. Well, champ, thank you.
Yeah.
We can't wait to get you back on here. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been like one of the best interviews I've ever been a part of.
Indeed.
Miss
I
Tierra,
appreciate y'all.
we appreciate you, champ. And we can't wait to see you in the ring, whether it's bare knuckle or with some gloves on. Uh-oh. Bare knuckle. Look at them knuckles, though.
Told you they black and dingy and rough, boy.
You ready for damage.
They look like they would fit my partner's jaw real well.
Dang, he just be setting you up.
All the shade. But I like my friend. Things bounce off of me, so it's completely okay. We want to let you guys know on that note, champ. Enjoy the rest of your day. We'll be in contact, dear.
All right, now y'all have a blessed day now.
You too. God bless you.
Peace.
Bye-bye.
Wow, bro. That was awesome. That was
Dope
awesome.
interview, man. Dope interview, man. Look for that to be, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't get better than that. Don't get
Why you freeze now?
bigger better than that. I mean,
Say that again. It doesn't get better than that?
I have no idea, but man, a real role model. Yes.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to her coming back on and talking to us. So we're not gonna keep the people because they didn't want to see us. They saw who they wanted to see. What you got to say, bro?
Absolutely. So, hey, man, we'll see y'all tomorrow at the same back time, same back place on another good show where we get to just continue to do more of this, and we may have another guest. I don't know. But you're really here to see us anyway, so it don't matter. We'll see y'all. Fight Us Your Nation. We got here. Peace.